Well, we're rolling, so whatever, dude.
That's right on, man.
Whatever. What's this attitude?
I don't feel like doing
What's
it.
this melancholy?
We're just kind of fucking tired,
I
you know?
just don't feel like doing it today.
Bunch of Charlie Kaufman motherfuckers. You need to take that attitude and kick it right out that door, dude. We're not here for it. We're here to grind. This is work.
Grind.
Okay, Mark Wahlberg.
You know,
Yeah.
no, you know what I fucking say all the
Dwayne
time,
Johnson.
man. You got to get off your ass and fucking work. You gotta put in the work. You know.
Yeah, get up. You say that a lot. Huh?
We literally do work, though. We work for a living.
I mean, that's fine if you consider that, grinding, dude. What's most important to me, man, is like taking my family's money and like really doing the most with it.
That's not being an entrepreneur.
Putting the
That's not
fucking
work.
work in. What
That's
do you
not-
mean?
That's just not work. What
You're
do you
not
mean?
anything you say you
Taking
are.
your family's money. That's not work.
Okay, so I have a pretty good following too. You just
Yeah.
fucking throw up a product. You know what I mean? I got a new sous vide machine. I'll throw it up on there. Get a fucking bag. If it fucking sucks, whatever. I don't give a shit, dude.
Yeah, but you gotta
guys
get
are-
a following first. How'd you get a following?
Is that why you got a BBL?
What's that?
A Brazilian butt lift?
Hey, man, we don't talk about that on the show.
Well, I mean, it's part of your
Quit body shaming, Alex.
He got it. He got it.
Whatever. In order to get money from promoting products, you have to have a following. How'd you get a following?
Well, you put in the work.
Okay, that's really vague. When
Yeah.
you put in the work, you don't just go from zero. Okay, let me go to Instagram and hit put work in. What are you doing?
I mean, you got to do things that are, get attention and,
Get attention.
that.
You're being
So
real vague
that,
about this.
So you've been posting, I assume, racy content?
Honestly, I only had to do it the one time, and boo. You know what I'm saying? One thing leads to another, and the next thing you're lying down and putting the work in.
So we went from get off your ass and put in the work to lie
down.
And
So
I mean, one could say you stick your ass up in the air and fucking
that's not even an expression.
take that work.
I'm not seeing where the hard work comes from.
it's definitely hard.
Oh.
Every fucking week, new movies get released. How does anyone ever see these? There are too many movies.
Welcome to There Are Too Many Movies, family.
Hey.
This week on There Are Too Many Movies, we watched Drive My Car. Before we talk about Drive My Car, we're going to talk about what we've been watching. Before we talk about that, I'm Chris Collins.
I'm Josh Rodriguez.
I am Alex Wilson.
And if you want to buy some merch to support your local on the internet podcast, what?
Nothing.
No, you're just
No,
going to
please.
say...
You were just going to say something, so just say it.
No, dude.
Talking about putting more work in. What are you going to say?
I was gonna say I'm Josh Rodriguez West,
Okay.
Ugh.
You wish, dude.
I just
but
went
no
full-
longer.
No longer. Yeah. $5 a month on Patreon also. We've got that. If you want to support us that way, you get access to bonus content, behind the scenes stuff, the Discord. Shout out to the Blood Relies in the Discord. Shout out to everybody there. The Discord's the dopest part about the Patreon. $5 a month will get you in the best five-head cinephile community. Did you just crank? Is that a Riddler?
I'm just trying to cheer myself up,
With some goofs and gags.
It's been a rough week, so...
So for the visual listeners,
That was good.
He's winding up a
Chattering teeth.
chattering teeth,
Can I see these?
like the Riddler. Wasn't that a Riddler thing?
It's a Joker thing.
Joker thing.
I've just had a rough go of
you
it
have-
lately.
It doesn't seem to be working. That's the sound of everyone tuning out.
This is classic comedy, so I don't
Yeah.
know what you've got up your fucking asshole.
I don't. I'm sorry.
It's
I
not
didn't,
comedy.
I didn't bring a slide whistle or chattering teeth.
Yeah,
so-
I'm carrying the comedy aspect of this podcast. I have a slide whistle. I brought that twisty thing. I've got chattering teeth. Mm-hmm. What do? You
Well,
have a hat.
Yeah, I do.
That's no props.
You don't have a whoopee cushion though, and that's
fuck.
basically rule number one
That's
in comedy.
really good,
is
actually.
have a whoopee cushion at all times.
I can literally fart though.
Do it right now.
Give me a plate of broccoli in 15 minutes.
Patreon and shit. We have that. Donate.
Buy some merch.
Buy some merch. Whatever.
Buy a hat.
Who wants to kick it off this week for the watch list?
Oh, do it.
Sick.
My turn.
All right.
Ready?
Ready.
Let's go. Romy and Michelle's high school reunion.
Oh, shit.
Who's that?
A classic.
It is a fucking classic, dude, in terms of comedies. You've never seen this? You
No.
never heard about this?
Who is this?
Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. Really? Nothing.
It's like 1995
Is this
or
an
something?
extremely elaborate dick joke?
No,
What are you
it's
talking
it's a
about?
movie that exists.
I'm surprised you've literally never heard of this.
Nope.
Mira Sorvino, is that her name?
I think so.
Lisa Kudrow.
More people I've never heard
Janine
of.
Garofalo is in it.
Like her.
You know Lisa Kudrow from Friends.
Your favorite show.
What's your favorite TV sitcom?
Not my favorite show. I've never seen it.
You've literally talked to us for several hours about Friends.
No,
You have
I
lots
haven't.
of fan theories. It's okay, but this is a classic comedy from the 90s about two girls who are going to their 10-year high school reunion, and it's a big comedy fun time. You've never heard of this?
Never heard of it. 1995?
Yeah, 95, 97.
Somewhere around there,
What is it,
yeah.
a rom-com?
It's just a com.
Just come.
I've never seen this
Wow.
or heard of it.
It's a great movie, dude. In I'd say like in that same Clueless generation, Clueless fucking what else came out around
That's
that time?
really all that I think of in relation to Romy and Michelle. Like,
You know
it's
what I'm
that
saying?
exact vibe, though.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just big fun girl comedy, you know.
It's a comedy one-shot, or as I call it, a com shot.
Okay, you keep circling back to that.
I don't think it's a oneer. It's not a oneer film. It's not
No, it's just, it's
not-
a single idea brought to fruition.
It's not Children of Men. I don't think Alfonso Inarritu.
Inarritu.
Isn't that his name?
Quaron.
Is it Quaron?
Yeah.
Who's Inarritu? He did
Romy
Birdman, right?
Michelle's high school reunion. It is actually a movie. Why would you think
Like
I've
that he
heard of
doesn't
this?
believe us.
Well,
This is just a, like, it
what
was
I
a-
don't get is why you think I would have heard of this.
Because it's a classic
Look at.
comedy one-shot,
Yeah,
a
it's like
com
a fun,
shot.
it's a comedy, like Mean Girls, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a great fucking movie.
1997?
Big funnies.
97.
Classic.
Comedy slash buddy.
It's a buddy comedy.
Alan Cummings in it.
Oh,
He's great.
classic.
Where'd you see this?
That is on Hulu.
Okay.
But big recommend if you just need some nostalgia blast, not necessarily for you, Chris, since you've never
Fair
even
enough.
heard of this fucking
Nope.
movie. But man, it's great. It still holds up, still funny.
How does it compare to High School Musical starring Zac Efron?
That's a piece of shit. This is just a comedy, dude. Like,
Okay. Well,
Book
High School
Smart
Musical
or-
arguably has some funny moments.
I will say I read the High School Musical manga because it's known as the worst thing ever written.
and is it?
I'm gonna.
I did
Hey, why
not
would-
expect it to go there, but
why
I'm
would the fuck
also
would you
so
read
not
that?
surprised.
Here's the thing. Let me tell you exactly how it goes. Main character goes, I need to make a difference. And then I swear to God, the next panel is high school graduation, and then it's over. It's like a 2-page comic.
What?
It's bananas. Look it up sometime because it's genuinely hilarious.
It's 2 pages and they published it and it's real.
Yes.
These rabbit holes you find yourself in, Alex.
It's called research.
I don't know how one. You really. You know how to get to the bottom of shit.
I should have been a detective.
He's like just a bottom feeder of content.
I'm a shit detective.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like just
The world's shittiest detective.
I'm a lamprey eel, if you will, for shit.
Yes. I can agree with that.
So you'd recommend Romy and Michelle's high school reunion?
Yeah, it's actually a lot of fun.
Justin Theroux is in it.
Super fucking funny. And yeah, super nostalgic and super 90s vibes.
What made you choose that?
I don't know. Just out on Hulu and I was like, let's do it.
Okay. So you have seen it before. This is a rewatch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's seen it.
I feel like a lot of people have seen it.
Yeah, I just missed that
Discord boys, tell us if you've seen Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. 10 things I hate about you. It's still like that vibe.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
Okay.
Also seen that.
Okay, cool.
Classic.
You can tell just by the poster because it's an all-white background and just silhouetted person,
And
which
then-
is all movies from that era.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. All comedies.
It literally looks like the White Girls poster.
Yeah,
Mean Girls poster, same thing.
exactly.
Well, that one's pink and purple.
But it's a good silly time. I also watched Suspiria,
yeah, the older the new
original.
one.
the original.
Fuck yeah.
Dario Argento, dude.
Great movie.
Holy fucking shit, that is a good movie.
I saw that way too young.
I saw this for the first time in film school
Oh, fuck yeah.
because obvious.
Okay.
Because film school
Because
person.
you've been to film school.
Been to film school
and that's obvious.
and you can see it on his hat.
Well, that is a hereditary hat, but that is also a hat you can only wear if you've been to film school.
correct.
Along with our film school hat available at TooManyMovies.com/shop.
You'll notice that I'm the only one not wearing a hat. It's because my head is interesting enough to not have to warrant a prop.
It's actually too small. Your head's actually too
It's
small.
physically too
so
small.
The hat just falls off of it.
Yeah,
That's true.
My brain is falling through the roof of my mouth right
You
now.
look like
It's so
a
small.
character from Ed, Edd and Eddie, dude, when you wear a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just like sits on top of his eyes. Like.
Right. So Suspiria, dude. Watch
So
this.
when it came out, it was a horror movie, correct?
yes.
But now it's a comedy.
I wouldn't say that. It's still really fucking spooky at times.
It has its moments.
It's more fucked up though, right?
Here's the thing.
Spoiler for the for the folks at home: the moment where she falls out of a window into a room full of barbed wire that she apparently didn't even see.
Yes.
The barbed wire room.
I cackle laughed.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I fucking threw my head back and laughed.
It is.
She's like, "Whoopsie!" A full room of barbed wire.
Whoa!
No, but she fully jumps and commits, and then she's like, "Oh no,
yeah.
the barbed wire room."
It is. I don't know, man. Other than that, I didn't see anything wrong with it necessarily, like the pacing or the script or anything like that.
Maybe I was just in a silly, goofy mood
exactly.
when I
You
watched
had
it.
these on you whenever you fucking
Yeah.
watch that movie.
You're like, I'm feeling silly. Let's watch Suspiria.
Yeah, that was.
But I gotta say, man, I don't think there is a more interestingly shot horror film than Suspiria. It is such a fucking vibe with art direction, cinematography, the color grading, dude. It's actually fucking beautiful.
I feel like you've been on an old movie kick lately.
Yeah.
I have. I don't know what it is, man.
Criterion-ish.
Yeah. But obviously, pacing and screenwriting and acting notwithstanding, because these are fucking old films and like it's hard for them to hold up to like what we're used to as far as like everything being so fast and quick cuts. And it's like whenever you watch a film that has slower pacing and slower cuts, slower editing, it's just a different vibe overall. But Suspiria is fucking so interesting to watch. I really wish there were more horror movies that had as much color as this does.
Yeah,
because
totally.
I feel like for a long time, aside from the big ones, Hereditary, fucking The Witch, all of those like A24 new age horror films, they all kind of looked the same for such a long time.
Yeah.
Washed out.
They watched
Yeah.
they watched The Ring and they were like, "Fuck yeah, let's just go with this forever." And there were some really colorful horror films back in the day, and this is like the testament to that. I wish we would see it more. And then, dude, the remake for Suspiria is a fucking great movie.
That's a great reimagining of the movie.
Hell yeah.
That was disturbing.
Yes,
The
dude.
contortionist scene.
That scene, okay, so
Which is overdone, but done well in that.
That's
in-
the best
yeah.
execution
Yeah.
of contortionist I've ever seen.
exactly what I was going to say, dude. It is literally perfect in that movie. And it makes sense. She's a ballet dancer. Like, it's just fucking perfect.
Yeah, it's not like,
Tilda
an
Swinton.
exorcism, and then here comes a contortionist,
It's weird
Like
that there
every Conjuring.
Yeah, it's weird that there have been no like twerking contortionists though. You know what I mean?
That wouldn't necessarily be scary.
Well, it's
do you
another
think?
talent with your body, and
If there was a fucking like a Nicki Minaj zombie film,
right,
possession film, I would watch the fuck out of that.
That
of
would be
course,
sick.
and that's just cinema. Everyone
starring
knows
like
that.
Megan Thee Stallion and like everybody. Like basically,
Ooh,
that would be
yeah.
sick.
Let's make a list of all the thickest asses.
Doja
I see
Cat?
you've already got one up.
Doja Cat,
Okay.
Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj. Put them in a
Taylor
twerking-
Swift, right?
Well, no.
Yeah. I mean, I could feed her. You could just, the feeding fetish
No.
where you've never seen that,
No.
where you like dunk a rotisserie chicken in mayonnaise and you're like,
First of all,
eat up.
Obviously, no. Haven't seen that.
You need to get out more.
Suspiria.
Suspiria.
It's such an interesting watch. I think it's also physical media, dude. I have it in 4K now.
Mm.
It is a fucking beaut, man.
Is it Criterion?
No, it's just a 4K. You're laughing. You're fucking
You own
scoffing.
physical media and it's not a Criterion edition?
Well, they don't make all.
Why don't you just light your house on fire and get rid of your whole life?
Not all Criterion makes. They don't make all movies. They don't release all movies.
How many of your mangas are Criterion?
They don't. That's not. It's a completely different form of media.
Boom and roasted.
That's not. That's boom and roasted. Got him.
Go fuck yourself.
Baited, ratioed.
Baited plus ratio plus no one
You
cares.
ratioed me in front of Vanessa. Suspiria's great.
Big recommend.
Give it a watch.
Yeah.
If you can watch it on physical 4K media, please do it. It's fucking great. Fuck streaming stuff. It's the worst.
Fuck
Agreed.
streaming.
Yeah.
And then finally, with you, Chris, this is a good segue. You could do your list next. I watched Thief again, dude.
Yeah.
And that you do have the Criterion, right?
I actually do have the Criterion for
Yes.
Thief. Holy fucking shit, man.
Yeah.
Chris, give me your thoughts on Thief.
So that's Michael Mann's first feature, and you can tell like he set a vibe. So you're playing that while I'm
Sorry.
talking.
It's addicting, right?
Yes, it is.
Like you can tell that's basically like he had his like vision from the beginning, which is sick. Like
Right.
like the cold colors, the way he shoots it. Like I don't know. It's hard to describe Michael Mann because he's so everything feels like natural and raw. But like you
Right.
said, it's more about vibes.
It's
It's like
1,000% about vibes,
And
dude.
the music is one of those things that was a big vibe setter.
Right.
It's like a true crime euphoria.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It reminded me because of the soundtrack took me right to Safdie Bros.
Yes.
The synthy soundtrack sounds just like
Good time.
just like Good Time. And then
They are heavily inspired by that film and like
I believe that.
It's so clear when you see it now. But like, whenever Michael Mann wrote Thief, he fucking like consulted with actual thieves in and out of prison.
I wonder how. Oh, okay. In prison.
And whenever he got James Caan on board, who only read the script and was like, okay, we have to get this made.
yeah,
Like,
he
I-
helped produce it, right?
Yes.
That's so sick.
But go ahead.
But James Caan plays a terrible person in this movie. First of all,
Absolutely.
He's
like
completely-
irredeemable.
yeah, it's not. He's an asshole in so many ways. Like it's hard to describe, but like
Misogynistic, racist.
yeah, and he's a thief. So
Right.
it's like, but so like you were saying during the movie, you were like, yeah, this guy's not redeemable at all. There's no like, oh, he's got a heart of gold though, just trying to do
Nope,
good.
he's racist.
Nope, he's really just a bad person.
Right.
And he's like, I want a life, I want a normal life, blah, blah, all this shit. He's basically abducting he's stealing everything.
Right.
He's like, I'm gonna go to this diner, take this girl and be like, you're my wife now. He's like, oh, she can't have a kid, I'm gonna steal a baby, basically.
Right.
Like
It's
he
like the
literally-
beginning of any Elder Scrolls game. Like when you start, you're like, I'll just take these knives, I'll take
Yeah.
the cheese.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Safdie Bros perfected
That's how the movie starts too. It's like, oh, I'm so glad you're awake. you're finally awake.
Yeah.
He's on a fucking carriage.
I think the Safdie brothers. God damn it, I never get that right.
Safdie.
Safdie. They perfected like the irredeemable character that still has redeemable qualities.
Yeah.
Like Robert Pattinson is a bad fucking guy throughout Good Time, but it's like you're almost still rooting for him the whole fucking
Yeah.
time. Whereas
Only to get out of the spiral of shit
yeah,
that he's
exactly.
Only to help the innocent poor man that he wronged.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But with Thief, it's like, oh, this is just a piece of shit. He's a thief. He's a
Yeah.
fucking criminal, dude.
Yeah. It was fun to watch him steal though. That was my one complaint with the movie though. For a movie called Thief, there's only 2 heists.
Right.
And I'm like, those were the most interesting parts. But like casing the joint and
The fucking
stealing
last
and-
one, dude.
The last one is amazing. And maybe it's so good because the whole movie it's building up to that heist.
Right.
So you're just like, yes, finally. But it's oh man, like that was my favorite thing because it was so accurate too. That's
Yeah.
what I loved. It was like he obviously did the research. It was practical. It wasn't this fucking James Bond fucking Q invented a gadget that opens every door.
The safe opener.
Yeah,
You're like,
it was
great.
like even from the opening scene, it's a practical safe break-in, and then the end, it's like the most sophisticated safe ever, and they have to go to an engineer to get new technology. All this dope shit, like casing the joint, doing the radar,
More like
checking
a
the
not
alarms.
safe.
the
Got 'em.
phone lines.
The phone lines, dude.
That
James
that
Belushi is in this too as
James
like
Belushi.
a character.
kills it.
Fuck, man,
Damn.
so good.
Murderous. So, big recommend. I loved it. I mean,
Right.
I had never seen it before. Loved it. Always loved Michael Mann. So it was like overdue for me to see that. And
Yeah.
big reco.
Fuck yeah, totally agree. It's just a vibe, and if you haven't seen it yet, please seek it out.
Yeah.
This was another physical, DVD that we had, Blu-ray, whatever. But yeah, go watch this movie however you can.
Criterion Collection
Yee.
for the Criterion crew.
The only way to watch a movie.
Facts.
If it doesn't have a criterion, it's not a movie.
Right.
Everyone knows that.
So Chris, what else did you watch?
On my watch list, I watched this movie on Hulu, a little thriller called Fresh, starring Sebastian Stan.
We all know that I am a Sebastian Stan. We know
Facts.
this.
Facts. I am also now a Sebastian Stan.
Excellent.
And it's just the the last like 2 movies though that I've seen it like before.
You're just like, that was good.
Yeah.
He's great.
He's good.
I, Tanya,
I forgot.
I forgot he. Yeah.
Shout out.
good in that.
The Sebastian Stan knows. The OG Sebastian Stan knows.
Fuck yeah, dude. He's great. He's
He's
just he's such an interesting actor to watch.
His performance in this though was fucking sick. I mean, he plays crazy really well. Like for those that don't know, thriller. It's a thriller on Hulu, basically about. I don't know how much I should give away, but
How does it
You don't
end?
want to spoil it. You don't want to spoil
I don't want
it.
to spoil anything, but
It's like a comedy horror, is it not?
it had
Comedy thriller, maybe?
it was a little quirky at times, but I wouldn't describe it comedy. No.
Okay. All right.
Not in the sense of like, and if it wasn't executed as well as like Jordan Peele comedy horror would be.
Okay.
Where it's like his have those really funny, like still comedy writing in it,
Right,
which is
right.
fun.
Kind of, it's like
but it's-
Korean horror, where it's like, why was that like
It's still-
borderline hilarious but creepy as shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. It was one of my favorite thriller / horror movies I've seen in a while.
What did you think of the lead, Daisy Edgar Jones?
She was great.
Great actress?
Great actress. I'm still thinking about that outfit she had in the grocery store.
Yes.
Murderous.
Yep. Sweatpants with fucking socks rolled up on them and tennis shoes.
Yep. And
Sounds like the average.
a camel overcoat.
And a camel overcoat.
Sebastian Stan may have
Can't beat
murdered
it.
some people in
If
the movie.
You understood fashion, Alex?
Yes, sweatpants, fashion.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Case in point, your
Case
two
in
two co-hosts here, absolutely killing it with the sweatpants.
Absolute murderer. Sebastian Stan may have murdered some people in that
What are
movie.
you fucking wearing, dude?
Pants, because I'm out in
Pants.
the world.
You're wearing dungarees, dude. From green ass, brown ass dungarees.
First of all, I don't even know what that word is. It sounds Australian, and for that reason, I'm offended.
okay.
They're
Get your fucking
pants.
get your didgeridoo and get the fuck out of here, dude.
Didgeridoo's good for you.
Sebastian Stan was great.
He is great.
Yeah. That I loved his like. He just did creepy really well. I'm trying to talk about it without giving anything away, but he did.
It's a pretty
he-
quick movie too, huh?
Solid. It was an hour and a half, right?
And
Solid night.
I also heard the title credit comes up like
I love the reveal of the title credit. It was like, yeah, it was late, 20, 30 minutes in. Fucking,
always a vibe.
that is the best.
It's the best.
Yeah, I audibly said, "Oh yeah," when it came up because
You burst through all like fucking Kool-Aid Man. and
Yeah.
said, oh yeah.
the opening title, Kool-Aid Man. Just
Yeah.
fucking, oh yeah. But yeah, like it was artfully done too. It wasn't just like. It was just,
It wasn't like a fart noise with the logo.
a big echoey fart noise when it came
I got to
up.
bring this up. I made a Kool-Aid Man joke last week, but I got it entirely wrong. I said he busted through the wall and says, "Hey."
Goodness me.
Anyway, that's it.
What was that joke about? What were we talking about?
Jim Jones.
What's that?
The Jonestown Massacre with Kool-Aid.
What?
Where,
Oh, yeah.
like drink the Kool-Aid?
where people died.
Oh.
Which was
No.
in poor taste from you. That was really fucked up.
And it was quite literally in poor taste.
It was literally, it tasted like cyanide.
Speaking of fucked up people, I tried to watch the Toy Box Killer documentary.
Yeesh. How far did you get?
Like 20 minutes out of the 60. I was like, I think I'm all set.
Did you get to hear?
Yeah,
The transcript,
All right.
most of it, yeah. But I was like, he's rambling now at this point. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm all set on this.
It's pretty awful, huh?
Yeah,
It's
I-
weird because you said you were like that guy sounds pretty cool. I want to check him out like earlier, but now you're not into him.
I never said that. It's weird. I feel like
You said that you identified with
Yeah,
him.
I didn't say that. I thought you were the Toy Box Killer.
I mean, out of context, yes, he is.
right.
You always
Only
sign
because
everything
he brings
TBK.
silly things.
It's me, the Toy Box Killer. You know,
Those are made from real human,
right? Yeah, I made those.
and that's obvious.
fuck it.
Anyways, I couldn't get very far into that documentary about Alex Wilson. It was pretty fucked up. So
David Parker Wilson.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
yeah, it was. I was like during that his like opening, the tape he plays for all the people.
His bit.
Yeah, his opening monologue,
His bit,
his opening bit, his opening wacky goof.
his
he does,
SNL audition.
that massive prank he plays on them.
Oh God.
I was like, I'm good on this.
So like not a date movie
I wouldn't recommend it to anyone with that
that has
wouldn't
ears.
recommend it to
that enjoys feeling good.
Where did you find the Toy Box Killer documentary?
I just searched it on YouTube and clicked the first one. I don't know what it was.
Oh, okay.
It just said full doc, 60 minutes, and it was just some guy. It wasn't like produced by anyone. It was just
okay.
some fucking
Just
dude with
Some
that.
dude that's
some
like,
dude with iMovie, and he named his channel Creepy Movies or something.
you gotta watch some Shrouded Hand for that.
Oof.
Is that a good YouTuber for that?
Shrouded Hand here. Yeah.
I'm not into depressing shit that makes me like. I think it's a. I would prefer fucking Teletubbies and fucking rainbows and sunshine and unicorns.
And Romy and Michelle's high school reunion.
And Romy, you would love that.
I might. Never seen it.
Except for the massacre scene.
At the high school.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
When
Is
they-
that
Lisa Kudrow kills everyone.
She
dude.
cuts off everyone's legs and then drains them like crab legs right in front of them.
alternate ending in the special features?
Right.
That'd be crazy.
What else did you watch?
Oh,
Would you recommend Fresh?
Yep. That's
Yeah.
a big recommend. And it's Hulu. Hey, can we not play ads on Hulu before my fucking movie, though?
That's the
and
worst.
that's obvious.
Really?
Yeah. 2 minutes of ads before I started a movie. By the way, 2 in the middle
That's
of
unacceptable.
a movie.
You
That's
don't pay for
unacceptable.
ad-free Hulu?
I don't know. I got it through Spotify or something.
Oh, okay.
No idea.
Sounds like you don't have a Criterion account.
That's a whole separate streaming
Hulu
service.
Criterion account.
I
Which-
saw you just learn that that's a fact.
no, I already knew
I
that.
said your head
I
go,
literally-
wait, what?
All right.
I saw it in your
I
eyes.
have a Criterion
I see right
account.
through you, bitch.
I'd a big recommend on Fresh.
That's good.
But yeah, I wish they didn't have fucking ads. That'd be real sick.
Yeah, that'd be for the best.
Yeah,
Bit
that's
of- bit
kind
of
of
a vibe
bullshit.
killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm paying. I don't know how I'm paying. I don't know, some weird Spotify collab. I don't know, whatever.
That's how
Hulu
they
X
siphon.
Spotify
Yeah.
collab.
Whatever it is. I just like, dude, if you're gonna hit me with ads, do it in the beginning, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mid movie me. Like
You can give me 30 minutes of ads up front as long as it doesn't interrupt the movie.
Mid ads or mid.
facts.
Also, let's
well
take a break
said.
in the podcast while we sponsor
Yeah. Yeah.
MeUndies socks.
Yeah. MeUndies sucks.
MeUndies. But that brings me to my next movie I watched. Every Breath You Take. It's a Hulu.
Use code Film School.
Yeah. It's another Hulu thriller. Same thing, by the way. About 20 minutes in, I had an ad, and about 40 minutes in, I had an ad. Anyways, I checked out this other thriller called Every Breath You Take. It's got Casey Affleck in it. It's about a psychiatrist who is treating a patient, and some stuff goes down, and I don't want to give too much away, but it's a solid 90-minute thriller, but it's a bit 3-head. It is a bit summer fun, top-down, convertible 3-head thriller.
Oof. I was just about to say, I feel like Casey Affleck really knows cinema. Like, I feel like 9 times out of 10, he's in a cinema movie. You know what I mean?
He does. He makes good like role selections, but
American Pie,
Classic.
he carries this movie. I'll say.
Gone Baby Gone, which
Great.
you didn't know was a film.
What?
Yeah.
You thought I was talking about Gone Girl.
You were like
That's true.
Gone Baby, Gone Girl.
I did forget that they were two different things.
Manchester by the Sea, which I haven't seen and also don't know anything about.
Also, won't fucking watch because
is-
I love my dad too much.
One of the most depressing movies I've ever seen.
Sounds good.
Changed my physical aura.
All set on that.
I was,
Big all set.
yeah. I would skip it if you like feeling okay.
I'm good.
Manchester by the Sea is
Big, extra large. I'm good.
yeah. You want to talk trauma horror? That's trauma horror.
I'm all fucking. No, no, just no.
Yeah.
What is the premise, if you know it?
I don't know. There's a dad, and then feels, and I'm like, okay, I'm
All right.
fine.
That's
Not-
about it.
Not ready for that. Not ready for
no,
that.
if I can't say the premise because
So I won't watch Click again.
Oh, dude, Click is one of those that you don't expect.
low key sads.
Yeah.
Big sad.
It's-
Big blind
It
side sad.
literally goes like this. You go, ah!
Yeah.
Like, you don't expect
It's
it.
like, oh, that's quirky and funny. And it's like the weight of time.
Yeah. No,
It's like,
you-
what?
You see fucking like what's his name? Christopher Walken in a Bed Bath and Beyond. You're like, oh, okay, I
a
get
goofy fun time.
it. I know what this is gonna be.
Another Happy Madison goofy summer fun goofy gag.
Then you take the fucking knife out of your chest, dude.
Yeah.
And you kill your family with it.
Shout out to
course.
Click. Shout out to the movie Click.
That's cinema.
That's it for my watch list though.
Nice.
Alexander.
Well, I only have two things. House of Gucci.
Yeah. Fucking weird movie, huh?
Yeah, here's the thing. I only had really one emotion throughout the movie, other than laughing at Jared Leto's Italian accent. There's a part where he goes, "It's me, Paolo," and I literally thought he was going to go, "It's me, Mario."
It's bad.
Genuinely thought he was going to say that.
Yeah.
Is it not like, do you not get the sense that he was being funny?
No, he was at times like the foil character, like he was meant to be laughed at, but like
It was the only funny thing in the movie because the rest was like sorry, I'll just let you finish.
no, it was like the worst pulled off like family conspiracy finances movie there's ever been. I was just so bored through all of it, honestly.
Yeah.
It was just but you know, I'm a millennial. I was looking at my phone. It's a Ridley Scott movie. I don't know.
It's interesting to bring that up. It's Ridley Scott. Like I completely forgot that when I saw this movie. I was like, this is so bad. And then at the end it said directed by Ridley Scott. And I went, oh fuck, I forgot he did this.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
just like, huh? This is the guy that did Alien.
It's insane.
And
Like
I'm
there's
like-
some stuff about it that's all right. Like the set design can be opulent at times, which is
Sure.
necessary for a
Costume
fucking
design.
Gucci. Yeah, all that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
fun stuff.
the outfits, whatever.
Adam
It's
Driver's
Gucci.
great to look at, and he's a great actor.
Lady
Lady
Gaga?
Gaga's great to look at, and is a great actress. One of the best actresses of our modern day.
Gaga.
Everything else was just sort of poopy caca dog shit, and I was bored as fuck the whole way through.
Yeah, it's a weird mood. It doesn't commit to any particular
No.
mood. That's I think what the problem I had with it, where I was like, I didn't know what to feel. Is this funny or is this drama? Like it's about a family conspiracy, but also like murder. It's like a serious
Yeah.
topic about real people, by
Yeah.
the way. So to make it quirky and funny was a weird like.
That's odd.
Yeah, like I wish it was more gritty, serious, and like
Full on drama.
full on drama, but it was fucking wacky.
I didn't know anything about any of these events before I watched it, but
Me either.
watching it, I literally said, I bet someone's going to shoot him from behind while he walks somewhere. And then, what do you know?
That's a really specific thing to guess.
I don't know if that's exactly how it happened in real life, but that's like the movie cliche version of it that I imagined. And that exact cliche happened. Someone goes, "Hey, Paulie," and then he goes, "Huh?" And then
Yeah.
he shoots him, and he
Yeah.
goes, "Ah!" And then that
The guy hits a slide whistle, then jumps
Yeah.
onto a fucking.
jumps into a Ferrari.
He's like twirling a pizza with one hand, shooting with the other,
He shoots him. He fucking.
He's wearing a red shirt with blue overalls.
and then he runs away.
Yeah.
And then the
Adam
cop's like,
Driver
"Get back
dying.
here!"
The worst part of that death scene though was so he gets shot and then some guy in the building runs out with a baseball bat and goes, "What's going on here?" And then that guy gets shot. It's like, dude, you made the wrong move coming out there with a baseball bat.
Yeah,
Rough,
Not the
rough
best.
day for that guy.
and it was unnecessarily long too.
Way too long.
Yeah, that was such
The
such
script
a weird
was
movie.
fucking it was. Look, I'm the only non-film school person here, but it seems like a script you would write in your first year of film school.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it was just very like, what is
I would say also, I think it's a victim of bad marketing, maybe also because the trailers make it seem like a super serious,
like a super epic or something.
like a super serious Gucci movie, and it's like, oh shit, like the betrayal, the drama,
and it's the
family
Mario
of Gucci.
Brothers 2.
Yeah,
Like,
I would say like because you go in thinking, oh, I'm gonna get some serious serious Gaga performance, Adam Driver, and then you've got
scene.
You've got Jared Leto basically performing an SNL skit,
dude,
and then the rest of the people trying to be like. It seems like he was trying to ruin the movie, and
But-
everybody was like, "Come on, man, we're trying to do a serious movie." And then Ridley Scott was just like asleep at the wheel.
you're forgetting something important about Jared Leto, though.
He's a method actor.
Morbius is a Marvel legend.
That's true. That's the
That's the
one thing that
takeaway.
he's pointed out that I can agree with.
And everyone knows that. It's not like they don't even have to tell you that in the marketing. They don't have to consistently say to you in every single ad, a Marvel legend. Because you already know that.
It's already plain as day.
It's Morbius.
anybody
Morbius,
knows-
Marvel Legend. They're just the one, and they go hand in hand.
Yeah, that's facts. But
Too Many Movies, sponsored by the Marvel Legend film Morpheus.
I gotta say,
Morbius.
my favorite thing about whenever those ads pop up is I always go to the comments and it just says Midbius
yeah,
every single fucking time. So fucking funny.
That's the perfect DMT.
that movie's gonna flop.
Dude. They have
know-
no faith in that movie.
You know how you can just see a movie and go, "That's it on arrival."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you might as well just euthanize that movie now.
Yeah, just
because
never. It never happened.
Yep.
It just doesn't open.
It's forgotten before it opened.
Yeah,
It's quite literally doesn't open.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
just fucking. You can just smell
House
it.
of Gucci. So, not cinema then.
I wouldn't recommend it. It's not cinema. Yeah, no. Also, I started a Netflix series with amazing dramatic actress Toni Collette.
Ooh.
It is called Pieces of Her.
I love her.
I did see that recommended.
I don't want to give too much away, but first episode sucked me about as hard as I could get sucked.
All right, here we
So
go.
a good pilot.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it all out?
Yes. It's 8 1-hour episodes.
Shit. Okay.
I'll be
You
there.
ever just casually watch an 8-hour movie?
Dude.
Let's go.
I watched 3 episodes yesterday, and it is engrossing
Damn.
and
I love it.
enthralling. I recommend it.
What is the basic premise?
Honestly, don't even want to give that away because the
Okay.
show starts and then it goes in a polar opposite direction.
Okay.
And you're like, oh, fuck, all right.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So I
Sick.
recommend. I will say nothing.
All right.
Oh, you know what? I saw something really interesting about it, but I'm not going to say that either.
Perfect.
Josh, you were talking about it earlier. You
Okay.
were like,
So here's the big thing about this. Whenever Tony,
check out Pieces of Her
We all
on
just
Netflix.
abandon our points. That, like,
I shouldn't say.
Check out Pieces of Her on Netflix.
star
Any-
of Hereditary.
Yeah, Toni Collette, who is always a banger. Great actress.
I am your mother.
Banger, I just met her. I also have a couple impressions if you want to see them.
Let's do it.
This
You want
is
to play some music for Alex?
Thank you.
Some impressions with Alex Wilson.
This is the fetus of a pregnant woman while she has sex.
So for the visual listeners, he's just pushing away,
He's swatting away.
swatting away at something.
Yes.
Is that it?
No, I have one more. This is Chris meeting Hitler. What's up, bro?
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex. Those are great impressions.
Got it.
Our timelines did cross, so you're totally right about that.
Ready?
Yeah. Drive My Car.
Drive my motherfucking car, dude.
First impressions.
This is, again, a movie where this has happened to me. And I've said it before, I'm tired of doing these movies.
So your wife passed away very
My
suddenly.
playwright wife.
After she cucked you many
Yes.
times.
And then I directed a theater performance.
Maybe you should start collecting royalties. Just email Hollywood.
That's a good point. Hollywood at gmail.com.
No, it's actually
Or Hotmail.
everyone at Hollywood.com.
Oh, fuck.
See, if you went to film school, you would have known that.
Damn it.
That's like day one shit.
That's day one shit,
101
dude.
film.
I'm sorry.
That's how you submit scripts.
Got a problem? Got a script?
Everyone at Hollywood.com.
Hollywood at gaggle.net.
Yeah. So this movie, for the premise, you want to do the synopsis since it happened to you?
Yeah. A man has a wife. She is a playwright.
He is also a...
I'm imagining
Theater
that
director.
as like a real, like, on the website, like on...
Like this is like under the description.
Yeah, and the first sentence is, a man
a
has
man
a wife.
has a wife.
Go on. That's
He-
period one. A man has a
Sentence
wife.
one.
Sentence one is, a man has a wife. It's like right
Speaks
off the
for
bat,
itself.
That's the elevator pitch. I'm in. We've seen this movie before. What's different?
Yeah.
The tagline on the poster.
A man has a
A
wife.
man has a wife.
He's
Drive my
an
car.
actor. And she's a playwright.
right?
Yep.
And then she dies.
Oh, no.
And then
Unexpectedly.
And then 2 years happen, and they're not accounted for, so it's like we could do a prequel if you wanted to. But then 2 years pass, and then he's like, I'm going to direct this theater festival. And then everyone talks really slow during the
He's going to direct a theater festival.
Yeah,
Go on.
that's the verbiage.
So not a
Nice.
play,
You know,
but
it's
a
a fucking,
theater festival.
That's what they call them in the theater festival world. I don't know what you want from me.
All right.
Obviously didn't grow up in the theater festival world.
You don't know everything
because
about
this happened to me, and so I would know.
All right.
So, first impressions of the movie?
This is great. This is a great fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really fucking enjoyed it.
So before we talk about like the actual like movie, what did you know about it going in?
Nothing.
Jack shit.
Yeah, so
I'd say jack shit.
I knew it was 3. Wait, no, I'll say I didn't know it was 3 hours. Actually, now that I remember,
You told us
Yeah.
that it was 3 hours, so I knew that going in. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
my
fuck,
bad.
here we go.
I feel like I had to mentally prepare you guys. For
No,
that.
no, you did.
and also just give you a heads up if you're trying to watch it before the show or something, because unlike like Josh here, who by the way, hey, can we push it to? Let's push the show recording an hour, and then
And then I'll be late.
And then I'll be late to the new time I suggested. Did he come in with
Here's the
food or
thing,
something?
when you-
Did he come in with coffee or
Yeah,
food?
you didn't
Something-
have a single gift for. Oh no,
Some-
you did have a gift.
I
That's
did have a
right.
gift. I
so
brought gifts.
you pass.
a gift for you, by
Yeah,
the way.
so it's
but
fine.
Not for me.
I fed you a steak, dude.
That was fucking amazing.
So that
by
was
the
a
way.
preemptive gift.
It was because I knew I'd be late. No, I tried to watch it last night and did not work out. Fell asleep immediately.
Knew it. Called
Well,
it.
Chris did call it. Way to go, Chris.
Yep.
You're so fucking smart, Chris.
Right after we watched Thief, it was 10 p.m. and I was
I'm
leaving
gonna watch Drive My Car after a steak dinner, and I watched Thief.
after a full T-bone steak, potatoes, and ice cream. I'm gonna watch a 3-hour movie starting at 10:30 p.m.
You hit the
I said-
hardest father Nini.
And I said, you're going to be in REM sleep before the first.
I said, nah, goosh, goosh.
Oh shit! Yeah. So you attempted to watch it last night.
I
Failed.
really fucking tried.
It's honestly, it's fuck yeah. Okay.
No, go for it. Go
It's-
for it.
It's not a
Hot
movie.
takes.
It's not a movie you want to start at 10 p.m. For the runtime alone, but also because it's not something that's going to keep you on the edge of your seat. It didn't for me.
Okay.
It was like, yeah, this is a great drama with great characters and great acting and great dialogue, but it's unfolding so slowly. And
Right.
like,
It's a slow burn for sure.
yeah. It's like, okay, we're 2 hours in and I don't know what the movie's about.
Right.
Besides him and a playwright. It's like, what are we working towards? What's the plot? You know, like, that's where I was. Like, did I enjoy the ride? Yeah. I saw it in theaters, but I did not know it was 3 hours.
Ooh.
And when the opening credits hit at 45 minutes in,
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
like,
babe.
yeah, that's neat. Because first of all, I thought we were at the halfway point.
right.
I was like, oh, fucking halfway into the movie, you give me an opening credits month, like,
Yeah.
like that's different, you know?
That's different.
As a film school
No, like this
person.
movie has a fucking straight up prologue, dude.
Yeah.
yeah, and the prologue is fascinating. I mean, the prologue is
Would you say it's almost more fascinating than the last hour and a half of this movie?
yeah, I would.
I think it's arguable.
I mean, more happens in the second half, but it is more. I don't know.
It's necessary. I don't feel like you can
the
start
most
that movie.
drama. It has the most drama up front, where it's like the wife is
True.
cheating on him, and he caught her,
Right.
and chooses not to catch her,
Right.
and
Right.
then she dies.
Right.
It's like, whoa,
Which
that's-
just goes to show you, don't cheat on your husband. And
Or-
that's the point you're trying to make.
Or you'll die.
Right.
That's what Alex is
I mean,
saying.
I'm not saying exactly.
That's the
that,
biggest takeaway from the movie, and that's obvious.
Okay, so knowing that it's 3 hours, you have to like really prepare yourself. Wake up early on time, and get right to it.
It's interesting.
Like I did. But I do have to say, I don't like watching movies like first thing in the morning
Me either.
for the episode.
I agree.
But dude, like I really was like, fuck, I have to watch this right now.
Yeah.
Started it, and I was like, I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, holy fucking shit, this is great, dude. And I guess because it was totally unexpected. I haven't seen any films by this director, to be honest with you. And
Me
I
either.
know he did what was it called? Burning?
Yes,
And I know that's good. I've heard so much good things about it.
I've heard it's good as well.
And I didn't find that out until after I watched this film. But yeah, dude, this is great.
He also did a movie called Happy Hour, which is 5 hours long.
Shit. So this is just like
Fuck.
So this is a quickie for him.
he's
Yeah.
the fucking dream theater of foreign directors.
For real.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I've got 3 separate movies. I'd like to combine that into one movie.
That's kind of insane.
He's like, director's cut, the only cut. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's too long.
5 fucking hours for a movie.
This movie was so
Impossible.
beautiful that I didn't even need to put on subtitles. Like I was just like totally engrossed in it.
Yeah. So you're that deep now into Japanese culture that you can just speak Japanese?
No, I just, you could read their facial expressions and take from context of what everyone's saying.
And sign language, too.
Korean Sign Language.
Korea, yeah. Thank you for specifying.
Right.
Because there's spoken Japanese,
Mhm.
and then
they
Korean
also
Sign
speak
Language.
Korean.
Yes.
And then they do Korean Sign Language
And a little bit of English.
and a
as
little
well.
bit of English,
And no
which
sub-
that was kind of rough.
And
but
not one time did Alex go,
it's true. It's just it was there.
You just built different, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. You can do that without going to film school.
Yeah. Well, do they teach you how to read people in film school?
Do they teach you Japanese, Korean Sign Language, and I guess English in film school?
You went. Wouldn't you tell me?
No, I was repeating your question back because I couldn't believe you were asking.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, as someone that can speak all the 4 languages spoken in this film, what were your thoughts?
Here's the thing. I can't speak those languages. It was obvious what they were saying. You know what I mean?
okay. Yeah.
Like he was talking to his wife, and he's like, obviously,
What did he say?
he was like, please don't cheat on me.
Mm,
Why are you talking about eels?
That's weird. I don't remember that scene.
interesting.
Yeah. It was built different.
What did he say?
Are those
like-
eels or those fish?
So he came
They're
home.
eels.
He came home, went up the stairs, saw her saying,
Oh, you're so much better than my husband. I'm orgasming.
and then he
Was
went
like,
and got in a car.
right. And
And
he was
he
like,
said-
and he was like, time to drive my car. And then the titles popped up.
That's it. You got it, man.
So I get it more than you.
So
I know
lucky-
it's
so
3
lucky to have you here on the show.
You're welcome.
To translate that.
I know this movie is 3 hours, but I do have to say it did not feel... It felt like 3 hours, but it didn't feel too overdone. Does that make sense? I enjoyed the pacing of this movie.
Yes.
I
is
get what
I'm
you're trying to say, but I disagree.
Really?
You
thought
felt
was
like
too
it went
long?
on a little too long?
It definitely felt like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And it definitely could have been a 2-hour movie.
Really?
Yeah. I could cut a whole hour out of this.
That's interesting coming from someone that doesn't have a Criterion account. So you
Well-
wouldn't appreciate a 3-hour movie. That makes total sense.
Runtimes are justified. For example, The Batman had
Mhm.
had a 3-hour runtime. Never felt like it was 3 hours. Enjoyed all of it. Didn't want to cut
But that's
anything out of it.
a big,
I know it's hard to compare, but I'm talking like, I mean, runtimes. There's Lord of the Rings, there's Hobbit, there's epics.
Right.
Did a movie that is mostly about just talking and communication and putting on a play and working through your trauma of your your wife.
Right.
Was it was the character building better because it had more runtime? Yes, there's more investment just by default.
Right.
It allows for more like breathing room in the conversation, and it makes it feel more natural.
Right. We're not just
but
cutting from
an
conversation.
extra hour of it. There's full on scenes and parts that I was like, okay, could have been shorter. But
It could have been.
And-
There's
but
no doubt. There's no
yes,
doubt it could
yeah.
have been shorter. But like I said, I really enjoyed the pacing of this movie, even though it was really fucking long.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I just like there was just a lot of filler scenes where it was just. And by the way, repeated. Where it was like I've seen the same play scene
Right.
repeated from when they rehearsed it,
Right.
when he practiced it in the car, when he rehearsed it again, and then they're performing it, and then they're. It was just like, okay, I've seen that.
Yeah, but I
that.
feel like the different times that it is performed and by the characters, like it represents like certain points of their character arcs and how far they've come and whatnot.
And I also do feel like the repeating of it is like that's also part of his personality too, because he listens to that tape every single day,
True.
and he's constantly reciting it. And even the actors are like, "Do we really have to run through it like just through the script? Like when are we going to be able to move and
Yeah.
act?"
When am I gonna use emotion? He's like, read the words.
Yeah.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
it's like you need that repetition because this feels. I'm not trying to be fucking five-head about this, but this feels like a movie about communication and
Right.
relationships, obviously. But like that constant repetitiveness of the script throughout, and then up until the very end, that's when it's like, okay, that's where we've like achieved something new. And like he even says that in the park, like for the first time, like he feels that they're ready to start acting this out. They go to a park and it's fucking beautiful, and it's like that's what we're trying to do. That moment that they had. Yes, they knew the script, but it's like it's almost sort of like because they've repeated it so much, it's like it's all internal after that.
Right. It's like
Yeah.
muscle memory. It's not
Yeah.
just memorized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I fucking loved that aspect of it. Like even the repetitiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Granted, I understand that like if you're ready for it to be done and you're looking for things to like, all right, let's shorten this. Let's fucking do,
Maybe.
like you obviously have the editor's mind going into
Sometimes.
this.
Yeah, as a film school person, yes,
Of
I
course.
was like, I could like. There's a bit of redundancies here and there, but like by default, if you spend more time with the characters and more flesh is like created to like empathize with,
Right.
And I don't get me wrong, because like I don't want to sit here and act like I didn't like the movie. I actually really did. It's my one con is that it was too long,
Right.
and like
and that's not even like that obnoxious to say
No.
because it's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
3
It's 3
hours
hours.
long.
But I legit believe that if you were selective, you could have made it 2:30 or maybe 2 hours.
Shit.
I think you could. I mean, like, you hit the same story beats, you hit the same big things, like, and just a little bit less breadcrumbing on like who the wife was and the slow reveal of their relationship,
Right.
And like, because I mean, it was so much slow. Calling it a slow burn seems like calling it a slow burn seems like a disservice to it because it's like it's a candle lit like ember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's so dull.
Yeah.
The whole movie, like, but it burns the whole piece of wood in its entirety just slowly.
Right.
It's like it's just hard to explain like what I mean, but like
Can I ask, you saw this at 10?
no.
Oh, okay. You did not go to a late showing? I thought you did.
No. It was like 6 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Still really fucking long.
yeah,
Have you seen it since or just the one
I will
time?
never rewatch this.
Got it. Okay.
It was a good movie. I recognize it was a good movie.
Right.
And Best Picture nom, right?
Oh, is it? Probably best foreign feature.
Yeah, best
Oh,
foreign feature.
Best
I don't
Foreign,
think
okay.
it's not
first
best picture.
Japanese one to be nominated for Best Foreign. Am I correct?
Mm?
I thought it was the first Japanese movie
I'm not sure.
to get some sort of nomination.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's fucking great.
I'll check it. I don't know.
I can
say
check
okay. Well, I'll just talk more about how I hate the runtime.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll talk about this for 3 hours. How about that? And I won't edit any of it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That is the creator's vision.
What do you think of? I mean, the opening title is coming up 45 minutes in. We all love that choice.
It actually
It's
is nominated
great.
for Best Picture, Best International Feature Film, Best Adapted Screenplay, and Best Director.
So it is for Best Picture?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I think it's the first Japanese movie to be nominated for that as well. So
First Japanese film to be nominated for Best Picture.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's fucking awesome.
So,
Good for them.
it's nominated for Best Picture and Best Foreign.
Yeah.
Just take out
Well,
Best Foreign.
No,
You mean its nomination for Best Foreign Feature?
I mean, as a category,
why?
That's a little racist.
it's the opposite. Why not just include foreign films as part of movies? Like, so then
You all right,
what?
buddy?
So then what
I'm
makes
pretty
it?
hungry.
So then what makes the jump from what makes it make the jump from foreign film to Best Picture? If it's just good enough,
If it's not
Exactly.
that
foreign.
seems weird.
Yeah.
Well, a foreign movie just got nominated for Best Picture. Is my point.
Right.
So then why isn't it only in that category?
Well, a foreign film just won Best Picture 2 years ago.
True. So if it can hop that category, why does foreign film category exist?
Well,
To give exposure to more films.
because
that,
it is a category though. Like you can say best, actor, and they can still be nominated for best ensemble. You know what I'm saying?
I guess so.
It's just a different category.
Okay.
I like categories. I dig it.
Okay. You know what's not going to be even aired on the broadcast?
What?
Editing.
Wow.
serious?
They edited out the best editing
Damn.
award.
That's
for
Well, that's a really hard award to give out, is it not?
It's true. I mean, it's such a niche award too.
You look at a timeline like, oh shit, that looks crazy.
I don't know how they judge that
Yeah.
because if you're not over the editor's shoulder and see what choices he made and what problems they had to actually solve to make the story cohesive,
Yeah.
or the choices they had to make,
Dude, the fact that Bohemian Rhapsody won
just
for best
about to
editing,
say that.
well, it's a joke.
What the fuck is that?
It's a paycheck.
Yeah.
Somebody sent a fucking check in the mail. is
Yeah,
what that
someone
is.
went.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking Drive My Car was pretty neat. I will never rewatch the movie though.
Yeah.
It's not like a movie like No Country where I could a Best Picture like,
Where you can notice something new every single rewatch.
or you're just enthralled the whole time.
Yes.
Even though I mean that movie could be 3 hours, I'd probably be enthralled because I guess it's more of a thriller and a chase movie as opposed to like a existential dread and working through trauma movie. But
Do you notice how sparse the music was in this movie?
Yeah.
yes,
That was really hypnotic, though,
yeah,
because it's a lot of just driving noise and room noise, and it's quiet, and I loved that.
yeah.
I actually really fucking love
It
that.
made the performances stand out.
Yes, and
It
I
made
feel
the
like
setting more like
tangible.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like in a theater that would have hit really hard.
totally.
I would have loved to see this in
You
the
guys
theater.
both watched it at home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm asking you mostly because I know where you watched it because you not a cinephile. You don't like going to the movie
Because
theater.
it's not playing in a theater right now.
well,
Yeah, it is.
It was.
It is? Oh.
Yeah,
Wouldn't watch it there anyways.
and that's obvious. But you watched it at home.
Yeah, I did.
And where is it available if anybody wants to watch it?
HBO Max.
We should have said
Go
that up
Pro,
front.
Go
Pro
Max.
Plus.
Yeah.
Max.
12.
Showtime.
Interesting fact: it's based on a short story, which is only
This wasn't a very short story though.
yeah, it's only 40 pages long.
Wow.
He made a 3-hour movie out of it.
Shit. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Same for Burning. I think Burning was a short story as well.
Shouts to Burning.
Did either of you think that? Okay, so in the prologue of the movie, whenever he's reciting his lines with the tape of his wife, did you think that was an actual conversation that he was having with his wife?
I thought he was on the phone.
Same.
Yeah.
No, I kind
I
of
thought it was a Bluetooth call
really.
in his 1990 Subaru or whatever the fuck.
But it just goes to show how like through like the levels of like the play they're the theater festival they're performing and like the problems that they're having. Like I was like, oh shit.
Right.
It was just really well done, I think.
Yeah.
Another thing about this, dude, cinematography. It is not. It's not a visual story, and I think that's obvious because
The
it's
dialogue is the star.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's about
Yeah.
playwrights and screenwriters and or playwrights and shit. So that makes sense. And you could say the visual, like the cinematography, is not interesting, but there's like a simplicity about it that feels effortless. That is also really pleasing to look at.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful film, I think, while also not being like fucking like just. I don't know what I'm saying. It's not fucking Dune.
Right, it's not
Right.
bombastic in its visuals, but it's gorgeous naturally.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, just like naturally beautiful.
I think where it's shot has a lot to do with that too.
That sleepy countryside of and then when they go to
yeah.
like the mountainous northern Japan, it's fucking gorgeous.
Rural Japan. Yeah, they put him up in the most beautiful hotel you've ever seen, and then
Right.
he goes, "Is this okay?" And he's like, "It's fine."
Yeah,
yeah.
Bruh. He's like overlooking like the most beautiful like ravine and lake.
Dude, honestly, my favorite shot in this movie is the very first shot. I thought that was fucking gorgeous. It's like the silhouette of her waking up.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
And like you just get the window and her silhouette.
Yeah.
She's talking, and then like you cut behind her and you see like her naked back. Like
That's
I was
great.
like, those two shots back to back, I was like, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking beautiful. It's not like sensory fucking check this shit out.
Yeah.
Like let's say Batman or something like that, where it's like Greg
Yeah.
Fraser, fucking $200 million budget, let's go for it.
Yeah.
It's not that, but it's beautifully simplistic
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
effortless but beautiful.
It was, yeah. And that was a good intro to the movie because
Yeah.
that was like what like the beauty and the like her elegance, I guess, was
Yeah.
made you go, what's going on here? And she's just telling a story,
Right.
which I wanted to talk about that. Like basically one of the parts of this movie is revealing her writing process or their writing process for coming up with award-winning stories. Fucking banging it out.
Right.
Literally.
You want to bang out this script?
Yeah.
Quite literally, yes.
Quite literally banging it. Like they would have sex.
That's how I come up with jokes for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I tell them to my wife. I'm like, hey, so what if the Batman in this is talking to the Riddler and then we have a funny voice and then I come?
Yeah.
And she's like, "Can I go now?"
It really makes and it really makes improv difficult
Yes.
for us on
Right.
the show.
Because we have
Right.
to make Josh come every time we want to come do jokes.
Yeah. We have to jerk him off under the table anytime we want to make a joke.
I'm sorry.
Like,
but
come on, Josh.
It's
my
the only
process.
method I know.
Trust the process.
There are too many.
But yeah, interesting writing process, I'd say.
It's neato.
Yeah. Wouldn't you maybe after like the 100th time that happens, maybe be like, okay, this is kind of killing the vibe here. You're talking
I
Probably.
think you put up with it because of,
But when you're a fucking playwright, you're probably kind of pretentious.
when you're a
Yeah.
theater festival writer, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I was a little like during the reveal of like his whole monologue in the car, which the scene in the car was probably my favorite in the
So
whole movie.
fucking tense.
So tense.
Loved it.
Like, you thought
and
they were
like
gonna-
the fucking tears like billowing out of his fucking eyes, like they're just on the cusp there.
Are you talking
Love
about the one where Takatsky like he tells the ending of that story?
Yeah.
That was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
That was one of the best monologues I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's like, actually, I fucked her better, so she told me more of the story.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Or he fucked her more recently and
Yeah.
then she died.
Yeah. Which is
But like the levels
Sus.
of
longer cock, longer story.
that's how it goes.
That's
Everyone knows.
that's how.
But the levels of metaphor in that story is like fucking like
Yeah.
it's heavy.
I also am curious of how many metaphors would tie into the play they're putting on. I'm not familiar with the play, but like
No.
there's probably a bunch of tie-ins like that way too.
Well, the fact that the dude playing Vanya,
Uncle Vanya. Right?
yeah, that he believes that the audience won't be able to see him as a violent figure, and then like he's being told that this play brings that aspect of your personality out, and you don't have to worry about that.
Oof.
And then he goes to jail for causing the death of a man violently. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that was huge.
yeah.
So, what was the significance of the woman that entered the home, killing the burglar? Like, what was the significance of that in context of like their relationship?
Her sneaking in and leaving things was their relationship's infidelity, and her not, the woman in the play not telling the man whose house she is going to, the man whose house it is fucking the main character's name, whatever he is.
Okay.
And then the guy who comes in and rapes her is Takatsky. And then when the day that she dies, when she goes, "Hey, I have something to tell you," that's the metaphor for her play person. Fuck, I'm getting it all fucked up. But that's the metaphor for her play person that she was going to say, "Hey, I snuck into your house," and then he doesn't have a reaction, and she knows that he's probably aware,
Right.
and that's her going, "Why doesn't he react?" Like I said that poorly, but it's
No.
I mean, it's really crazy for you to infer all that from facial expressions. Not hearing
Yeah.
that. It's crazy.
it's
Without
you know
subtitles.
I'm just a people reader.
yeah.
That's really fucking interesting, though. I kind of as that washed over me, that whole fucking scene, I'm like, oh, that was incredible because of the acting,
Right.
Even though I didn't understand what the fuck they were talking about.
You can tell at the surface level that there is a metaphor there, but like you have to think about it to be like,
because, like,
what are the actual?
I feel like I was more so, like, all jokes aside, like reading the body language of that scene, where it's like the look in his eyes, it's like a knowing look.
It's like,
between
when are
them.
they going to kill each other?
Dude,
Yeah.
there's like 5 levels of that in this movie.
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
fucking love that.
Yeah, that scene was fucking
I
incredible.
mean, the whole time you think they're going to fight each other from the moment he casts him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, why is he
You're
casting
like, why would
the guy?
you? Yeah.
And then it's like, well, then you're like, oh, here comes the long-term revenge plan,
Right.
or something. And the whole time he's just like, yeah, that's fine. I loved
He's
her.
like,
She
what are
loves
you
me.
thinking?
Yeah,
Like-
where
Yeah.
it's like he doesn't reveal anything.
Right.
Like he doesn't show any emotion, which is like a metaphor for him as a play person, where he's
Yeah.
like, read the words,
Neutral party.
running a tape,
Yeah.
doing the same thing over and over, like,
Right.
which caused the infidelity. Maybe you could argue in the first place, like it was stagnant because of you. It's your
Right.
fault. She's dead, and that was his like moment of realization. Like I killed her because I was stagnant.
Yeah.
Where I was like, I don't know about that, but whatever.
But the also like him coming like sort of realizing that even if it might have not been entirely true, like his acceptance of that moment along with the driver and like him telling her that he had a daughter and she'd be the same age, like every aspect of that was like pretty much beautiful.
So, what do we feel the significance of like having a driver and the glaucoma, like all of that? Like, what is the significance of having somebody else drive his car?
Oh, also, she stabs in the story that she wrote. She stabs him in the
Yeah.
opposite eye of the glaucoma eye.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was neato.
And he was he turned a blind eye to the infidelity.
Oh,
Ew. Hey, film school person. metaphor.
There's too many movies.
My head's big. Anyways,
I have hydrocephalus.
I loved the woman that drove the car. She was one of my
amazing.
favorite characters.
Excellent.
Just stoic as fuck.
Dude,
like,
the fact, like the way she would be reading a book and then she would see him walking up to the car and she just slam it shut and be like, "Time to go to work." Like,
Yeah.
I love that.
her fits.
yeah, her fits popped off too.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
So, what was the significance in the story of her?
She was the placeholder daughter that he never got to see grow up.
Fuck.
Also, a metaphor for him letting go and like letting go of control.
They help each other with.
Fuck. All right. All
Like,
right.
I'm not gonna drive the car. I'm gonna let her drive. And then by doing that, he at first he's reluctant. He's like, I
Right.
don't want it. Blah blah blah. But then he's like, I actually really cherish this now. Like it's different.
Yeah.
Letting go.
I forget I'm even
letting-
in a car.
Yeah,
Like,
letting go has made me grow. Like, and when she was driving, here's another part. When she used to drive, the wife was driving the car. He would be like, "Why would you turn your
Yeah.
fucking lane there? Why would
Right.
you?" He was like bickering. He was backseat driving.
Yeah.
Right.
For her, either he learned, or she was just a better driver, or he learned that like I can let go and just let this person drive, and it's magnificent. She's
Yeah.
driving her own way, and it's great. And that was why his marriage failed.
I love that.
It's pretty good.
I think I get so focused on like the subtitles that it's really hard for me to pick up on metaphors and like I would if this was like an American film or something like that. I feel like I would pick up on that a lot easier.
For a movie that's so dialogue heavy, it is like reading a book sometimes.
Yeah.
Like assisted, because you're looking up and getting to see a little bit of visuals.
Right.
But it's like a picture in a book as opposed to
Yeah.
a.
And not to mention they're also reading a play within this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that play is a metaphor for what's going on
Yeah.
with everything.
And then that his wife wrote stories that are told to the camera too, like in the car, which is like, it's a fascinating how it's engrossing to hear a story in a story.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, this guy is telling a story about a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah.
Fuck, man. So I think that's where my like I need to be a 6 head as opposed to like a 5 head to
you're leveling
truly
up.
understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
getting there.
It is tough though. I mean, there is. It doesn't matter how fast of a reader you are. There are macro expressions in actors that you'll miss because you have to be focusing on the
And
words.
dude, like just understanding metaphors in a different language is fucking hard, dude.
Yeah, I
true.
can't imagine the localization team behind the subtitles for this. Like, that must have taken fucking forever.
Yeah.
Like, because the amount of, like simply just the way they address each other, like, the honorifics of all that, like, the nuances of that, how It's fucking insane.
Like, honestly, dude, like, it fucking freaks me out when I think about something idiotic, but, like, being punny here.
Right. How would that...
Yeah, how does that fucking translate?
Yeah,
They have to
no
pick
idea.
like idioms and puns that are well known in that culture or dialect.
Right.
And find like an appropriate translate. Like it's
Jesus.
fucking...
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
So you guys enjoyed it? You guys liked it a lot?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I loved it.
Loved it.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it.
You think it's going to get Best Picture?
No.
Doubtful.
Me either.
What are
I-
the best picture noms?
I'll pull them up. 1 second.
I think it'll get Best Foreign
Yeah.
as a consolation prize.
As someone that
basically.
has seen none of the other best foreign noms, I will say that as well.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's if it's the only one that hopped to Best Picture noms, it's like, well,
It's kind of a shoo-in.
yeah. I feel like they gave them the nom as just like a nod of like,
Yeah.
this is real good, and you're gonna get a lot of views. I mean, we're watching it probably because of that.
Exactly.
So,
All right, nominees. Here we go. Belfast,
never seen it.
Nope.
Coda.
That I
Heard
need to
that
see.
was great.
I heard it's big feels.
I think we may need to watch that one, but Don't Look Up.
No.
That's fucking
Why
bullshit.
would that be nominated
I
for
knew
best
it, and I
picture?
just got re-mad about it.
Drive My Car.
Yep.
Good movie.
Dune.
Let's go. It's not gonna win, but let's go.
King Richard, which I wanted to watch on this show, and I was denied. I wonder why.
King Richard.
Racist.
Racist. I don't even know what the movie's about.
Wow, that's even more racist than
Wow.
just outright denying
Starring
it.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
A black man.
Oh yeah.
Yet
But we did
you
do
both
Wild Wild West.
Didn't want to watch this.
Weird how
interesting.
it's about the dad, like the abusive, arguably the whiplash dad, basically, and not just.
But we love Whiplash. That's your favorite fucking movie.
Great
No.
it's a great movie. It's also fiction.
It's not his favorite movie.
It's also fiction.
Licorice Pizza.
Shout out to
Should
that
win.
movie. Great movie. Shout out to this lunchbox, by the way.
Yeah.
The ultimate licorice pizza steelbook.
Licorice.
Wish.
It's kind of like licorice pizza,
And we,
but
dude,
it's licorice pizza.
sometimes when I have to use the phone at work, I literally want to be like, "Hello, this is Alex," just so I can get through it.
Nightmare Alley.
No.
The Guillermo del Toro Bradley Cooper film. Power of the Dog.
No.
The most overhyped thing. I do not understand that to this day. Why that movie is so.
And Steven Spielberg's West Side Story.
That's just there because it's old Hollywood. It makes everyone at the Academy fucking get their big white. They might as well have white curly wigs on. Those motherfuckers.
West Side Story should honestly be purged from like the pop culture world.
Yeah.
It's like just have Romeo and Juliet. Don't have the worst version of like American gangs play Romeo and Juliet where they're like, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, it's Grease.
Like it's dumb.
yeah, dog shit.
The only films I have not seen that were nominated for Best Picture are Coda, King Richard, and West Side Story.
We should probably see them all just for context because we are on a movie podcast. We probably should watch those. I
Yeah.
think Coda would be a good episode, but I still haven't seen it.
haven't seen it either.
On the topic of Guillermo del Toro, I read that he's trying to make a film of H.P. Lovecraft's At the Mountains of Madness, which is a fucking brutal story.
Is it also racist?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Which is, you know, he just had that cat and whatnot. So that was.
For those that don't know, what was the cat's name?
Well, you're the one that told me, so I
Actually,
actually
you're
can't
not.
remember right now.
You say it all the time.
Yeah,
I don't. I've never
you're always
said
like
it.
that thing.
Gun to my head, I couldn't say the cat's name. I was asking for the viewers, but I was kind of trying to hide that. I was asking for me.
Alexa, what is the name of H.P. Lovecraft's cat?
In his adult life, H.P. Lovecraft didn't own any pets. He did make friends with many stray cats, which he gave names like Little Sam Perkins or Old Man.
Almost had it.
I think
It's
she's forgetting.
revisionist history.
Yeah,
I think
it's a
she's
little-
forgetting one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not cool, Jeff Bezos.
All right. Are we wrapping this up?
Yeah. Any more thoughts on Drive My Car? Let's talk about the ending. I guess.
Oh yeah,
I think they all.
Oh, man.
They all realize they're big pieces of poo poo, and
Right.
And then
Beautiful. I think the driver's story arc was so fucking interesting, and I really wanted even more of it.
Yeah.
But like, how the fuck are you gonna,
Yeah.
like, it's fine where it is,
Yeah.
and it's just enough to leave you wanting more, which I think is great.
she had the least screen time, which I think contributed to like the overall like you're longing for more of her.
Right.
Yeah, she was great. I think she became a star at the end of the movie. I feel like because like it ends with her.
Yeah.
Right.
And now I'm curious because there was a detail that I'm not sure is just a technicality or if this is a part of like the crux of the movie.
Is it her scar?
No, it's her when she's driving away. She's driving on the other side of the road, which is in Korea, and she has Korean plates on the car now.
Yeah.
So, is that a refresh my memory because it's been a while since I've seen it? Is that implying she took his car and went home?
That wouldn't be her home.
Okay, my
No.
bad.
I assume she just moved away, but she was gifted or given that car, so we can assume that she has now got a great relationship with him
And
she
a
got
dog.
and she got a dog.
and a dog. And the dog was adorable.
At the end of the movie, I was like, "Wait, he turned into a dog? What the fuck?"
The Shaggy Dog 2.
The power of the dog, the real power of the dog. That would be hilarious if like some people like, what if we did a full review and at the end we just went and the twist with the guy turning into the dog at the
Turns
end.
into a fucking
Amazing,
dog.
and we all are fully on board with that.
It's just crazy that they would invest 3 hours in a character and then at the very end bring in that surrealism and turn him into
Yeah.
a dog. That's so
It
crazy.
was very The Lobster-esque.
yes,
Dude,
yes.
I forgot one of my favorite scenes in this movie is the dinner scene whenever
Oh, that was so good.
the producer of the play, I guess, invites him over.
I
Yeah.
love that guy by the way.
He
He was amazing.
big cheesy.
Japanese Chad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just big cheesy the whole time.
Super friendly.
Yeah.
And just a friend. It's like, oh, this is a friendly face. You want to see this guy all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
And then the reveal that like the actress was in fact his wife.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most wholesome characters.
There's
Yeah.
just so many subplots too, by the way.
Yeah.
Like where it's like what now while I enjoyed all the subplots, they're almost all like 3 movies in one.
Yeah.
Like
it
there's
derails you quite a bit.
There's the sign language subplot, there's the driver in him, there's the wife in him, there's the other actor who goes
Zukotsky, I think. is his
goes
name.
to jail for
Yeah.
beating people up and did questionable things in the
Yeah,
past.
and I think that I don't know what the significance of it is, but I'm pretty sure there is significance in the fact that the lines delivered at the end of the play that we've been hearing in Otto's voice the entire movie are now being delivered silently through another woman.
Fuck yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's hard.
I'm not big brain enough to be like, oh, this is why, but I know there's significance to
Oh
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. For
Yeah.
sure. And sign language is just fucking beautiful to watch.
Tell that to blind people.
And I would also argue too, like the fact that the casting someone doing Korean Sign Language in a play is optimistic, almost like overly optimistic to be like, oh, I'm just gonna do that, and that'd be so. We've already got 2 languages, and one of them is signed.
Yeah.
So then it's like, so all the rehearsals have to have translators. All the audience members. I mean, there's already going to be subtitles, so I guess it's different there. But like,
Right.
But it's also like, I guess a play to his development as a character, where it's like communication with his wife was not good,
Right.
and then he went to do the most difficult communication possible.
Right.
So that I think is
There's
just like a character development trait there.
Definitely
Yeah.
some significance to it, and I really appreciated that aspect of it.
But the ending, I would say,
Didn't mean to hit that.
there's just some guy in here with an air horn.
Sorry, guys.
My bad.
Love
I
that
sat
point.
on it again.
Hype man for slow 3-hour.
He's just in the movie like fucking
Yeah.
loved it.
Fire line right there.
Yeah.
Killed it.
But yeah, I think
Oh, that fucking smash cut of the fucking tape and the car driving. I loved that,
the
dude.
reel of the cassette.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that was great.
Fuck, I love that.
Was that like a J cut?
No, it's across the all.
Across the zone.
Film school people.
Get it.
It's weird.
Well, I guess did it fade across? I don't even remember.
It was a crossfade.
Okay, my bad.
I said smash cut, but that's incorrect.
It's interesting.
So I got an A in editorial.
Yeah.
You got like a C, B minus maybe.
Well, I brought it up.
And I'm a natural, so that's
Well, I
like
brought it up.
supersedes both of your educations.
No.
So
All right, was that it?
I think so. Drive My Car is pretty good.
yes.
But-
okay.
Visit Cinema with Marty Scorsese's.
This is exactly the type of movie Marty Scorsese would like.
Oh yeah.
He's like, is it 3
He went
hours?
nut over this. Watch Silence, guys.
Yeah,
I know. I fucking need to.
Been saying it for like 2 years.
All right. We have to determine whether or not Drive My Car is cinema. Alex, kick us off.
Yeah.
I will go next and say absolutely. Chris?
Yeah, it's cinema. Y'all got psyched for like 2 seconds.
I already know how this is gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Chris?
Nope, it's not 4-3 for me.
Yep.
I'm not gonna own this movie. I'm not gonna rewatch it. I enjoyed the first watch, but
Not that it matters, but would it have been 4-3 for you?
Yes.
Me too.
It is multi-layered. I think you can
Yeah.
notice something new with each watch.
I almost, I guess I have to give it some time to digest. I just saw it this morning. I feel like I would want to own this movie and give it a rewatch.
see, that's the thing is like even though you're not sure about that, like that's where I'm at with 4-3 movies. I need to walk out of the theater and go, I can't wait for that to be on Blu-ray so I can own it and rewatch it. That's a 4-3 movie for me.
That's
if you're
true.
on the fence about it, I wouldn't say it's 4-3.
Okay.
But it's your own vote. I'm just saying what 4-3
Hey, man.
is to me.
Don't fucking gaslight me and tell me what you
yeah,
want.
you're trying to tell him how to
I know.
like
I'm the
things
worst at
and stuff.
gaslighting here.
You are. You're
Yeah.
always doing it.
You guys, I just always gaslight you guys. I'm always the worst person ever and say false shit. What else we got?
DMT.
DMT. Dumb movie title. Alex, kick us off.
I've got Mommy Driver and Fuck My Wife.
Nice. Mommy Driver's a good one.
I have Dude, Where's My Wife?
That's it, I think.
Not Death Proof. Drive My Car, Fuck My Wife. And Gone in 10,800 seconds.
Is that any particular amount of time?
That is 3 hours.
Okay.
Never makes me think of your second one. Makes me think of that scene in Harold and Kumar. Like, oh, you guys want to go inside, have a beer, drink some lemonade, fuck my wife.
Yeah.
My DMTs are Weird Writing Process and Cuck My Car.
Nice.
Cuck My Car.
I like Dude, Where's My
That
Wife?
was the one where you thought that we would all have the same title?
Yes.
On the
It's a
topic
pretty
of,
prominent.
I was just gonna say, on the topic of while you brought up Harold and Kumar, one of my favorite all-time movie lines is, when it comes to feeling good, pissing is right up there with coming and shitting.
I honestly, dude, I
Nominated for best screenplay just for that line, actually.
Yeah.
I feel obligated to flip your DMT because it needs to be Drive My Cuck.
Yeah.
That's the...
Okay. It's still not going to be the one.
It's not the one, but you did it wrong.
So glad you brought that up.
You were
No,
wrong.
I also agree with Josh in
Thank
that
you.
you did your DMT
So
wrong.
glad you both brought that up.
Yeah.
Appreciate
So
it.
it is 2 against 1.
Wrong.
Cool.
And therefore we are right.
That's sick, guys. Budget? What was the budget for the movie Drive My Car?
Do we have to answer in yen?
Oh shit! Good observation. I'm gonna go first. I
Sure.
want to go first. All right,
Yeah.
fair.
No. Nah, it's fine.
$8 million.
Okay. I'm going to go 10 million. I feel like it's, I don't know.
5 million. Nah, fuck. Ah,
Alexa, what was the budget for the movie Drive My Car?
Here's something I found on the web. According to mononation.com, the movie had a budget of $38 million.
I wonder if it's the one where he actually said,
I'll take it. That's fine. Congratulations, me.
I won.
He's already ready to say, I
Did you say 10?
did it.
Yeah. Which is 2 more than 8.
So mad.
So I'm at the top.
He's so mad.
You know what's so funny is we were all 5, 8, and 10, nowhere near 38. And I'm like, get fucking bested, fucking nerds, film school person.
I had the least worst guess.
Alrighty. What next? What do we do?
You want to guess how much it made? But that's kind of dumb.
That's dumb. That's stupid, Chris.
Let's do,
Yeah, that's a really stupid
let's
idea.
do movies revolving around cars.
Oh shit! I like this. Go for it,
Drive
winner.
My Car.
Ford v Ferrari.
The Fast and the Furious.
God damn it.
Dude, Where's My Car?
Christine.
Herbie Fully Loaded.
Ah, nice.
I'm going to go for a real obscure one that I was pocketing for later, but Cars.
God damn it, man.
Get fucked.
That was genuine. You know when you have one banked and you're like, no one's gonna get this. I'll say it and then I'll think of another one.
Yeah.
Just waiting on you, Alex. An
Just
automobile.
enjoying this music.
Oh, planes, trains, and automobiles.
Gone in 60 seconds.
Shit. I just got the rug swept out from under me.
Isn't that a bitch? Isn't that the worst?
Speed.
Nice.
It's a bus.
Ooh,
Okay.
that is a bus.
There's a
which
lot of
is
cars
not a
in that
car.
movie.
Oh, can we do movies that have cars in them now? Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
The entire thing takes place on a highway with a bomb on a bus. Is that not?
It's a vehicle.
bus.
It's a vehicle.
Oh,
it's fine.
Okay, so
Oh
we're
my
doing
God.
vehicle movies now. I already said Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. There's a flying,
not a
there's a flying
vehicle.
car in there.
That's
it's not
bullshit.
a vehicle movie, dude. Come on.
Does the movie revolve around it? A bus is technically a big car.
That's a good point.
I'm not wrong.
Fuck it, I'm out.
God. Drive Angry.
Ooh. That was a good one. Oh, shit. Talladega Nights.
Do television shows count?
Do we do that?
We've done that,
I'm
right?
letting you decide since you're out.
Do you have one banked and ready?
Yeah.
No. Just kidding, it's fine.
I agree, actually, with Alex for once.
Fuck you, Knight Rider.
That's a good one. Nah, that's
Movies
that's
about cars, dude. About a
Days
car.
of Thunder? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's a racing movie. That counts.
That's a car.
Yeah.
That's the cars.
Yeah.
I'm saying yes.
Okay. I just wasn't sure of the title. Days of Thunder. That's
Okay.
It's Tom Cruise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
Bumblebee.
Oh, fuck you.
I was gonna say Transformers. Yeah, that's such.
about Bumblebee, dude.
He is a car.
He's a car.
Chevrolet. He's a Camaro, right?
I don't fucking know.
Whatever.
He's supposed to be a bug.
He's a bumblebee.
Shit. You said Fast and Furious, which covers all of them.
Yep.
Stupid.
Oh, fuck.
Tokyo Drift should be its own movie. All I know is drifting.
Car movies, dude.
I see you
Smart as
trying
fuck.
not to answer with Top Gun and justifying it with their flying cars.
Shit. Yeah, I'm out. I don't have anything.
Ah.
Do you have one
anything,
more
Final.
to secure the dub?
Would you like to phone a friend?
No. Can't do that. Fucking shit, man. It's always the last one.
It's also right after you lose that you're like, oh, here's 5 more.
Yeah.
Fuck, a movie about a fucking car, dude.
My brain just keeps going back to Gone in 60 Seconds. Every time
Yeah.
I think about like,
It's like you're fixating on it.
Yeah.
The Dukes of Hazzard?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
questionable.
I thought of Mad Max as soon as I got out, and I was like, God damn it.
Those are two movies that predominantly feature vehicles, but I don't know if it's like
Is Fast and Furious about a car?
It's
one
about
particular car?
VCRs.
I don't know.
It's about driving.
It's about drive. It's about power.
Drive would have been
Fuck.
a pretty good answer.
That's a good one.
But that's also arguable. Whatever. That was fun. Thank you for listening to There Are Too Many Movies. Check out Drive My Car on HBO Max.
Yes.
HBO Go Plus Max Super Sonic Plus subscription. Plus.
Turbocharged edition.
Yeah. If you need help navigating HBO Max, just contact Alex. He's really good at navigating streaming services.
It's really simple.
He's-
I give tutorials on YouTube. I
He's
use
fine.
iFunny.
He's fine at HBO Max, but he's an expert at Apple TV Plus.
Later, Toads.
Be my car.